What's going on, y'all? It's y'all boy, the Chosen G, aka Young Sprout, and we back at it again. This is the second episode of the Anime Purist podcast. Let's go.
Chillin' with the Chosen. Young Sprout, splash, kill a drought. That's what this about. Living lavish, real savage. Leave 'em spent back, far from average. Stunting is a habit. This is how it's supposed to be. Now you're chillin' with the Chosen G. Now you're chillin' with the Chosen G.
As y'all can see, I'm back home. You know what I'm saying? It's not the dorm. It's not the usual setting. The first setting y'all ever seen for the anime podcast. We on winter break, so y'all can expect more videos. I just dropped something yesterday. Make sure y'all go check that out if you haven't already. It's the Ben Simmons mixtape. I've had that joint for a minute. Finally got to edit it, you know what I'm saying? Because of finals and stuff, I couldn't edit it like I wanted to. So, had to do it right, you know what I'm saying? As far as this podcast goes, it's going to continue to go weekly, you know what I'm saying, with the episode reviews. I'll start out with this. All right, so last time, you know, we talked about just Dragon Ball Super and Boruto. One thing I'm starting to watch that I know is good, that I've gotten like recommended, is Full Metal Alchemist. And I haven't gotten that far yet, but I can say that I really do like the show. And I'm definitely going to be watching some more while I'm here on break. But I'm not going to do no review or episode review on that right now, just because I'm still like learning everything about the show. I'll definitely do like the first season review or the second season, because it's an older show, you know what I'm saying? So when I have more information on it and stuff like that, I'm definitely going to talk about it, and as it correlates with like different things that's going on in the shows that are current, you know what I'm saying? So let's get right into Boruto. Let's get it. So Boruto, the latest joint, so you know how they had the Genin exams. Basically, they had to find their will of fire, you know what I'm saying? That's basically what I got out of the episode. Discovering that, because like my man's Kakashi, you like, you gonna have to, sometimes you have to break your own arm, you know what I'm saying? Which is hard to think about when you're like, I don't even know how they're old they are. They might be like 9 or 10 or something like that. To have to break your own arm, like, so you can become a ninja. And for when being a ninja is not necessary, they don't want just anybody go out there and then end up getting themselves and their whole team killed and, like, you know what I'm saying, ruin the mission. So I understand, you know what I'm saying, why Kakashi is being harsh on him. That's just his nature in teaching anyway. But we get to really see like how like Boruto is similar to Naruto and how much different he is. So basically Boruto's a genius, you know what I'm saying? Kakashi said it, and we've known that before anyway, which like doesn't really make sense when it comes to the movie. If you've seen the movie, you already know what happened. So like that's what I was talking about before. Like when it catches up to the movie, that's when it's really gonna be all new information. Like we getting to see like the different jutsus and the attacks that he knows and stuff like that. So he's got one of like the best bloodlines in the whole series. You know what I'm saying? Having Naruto and then having Hinata. So you got Byakugan and you got freaking Nine Tails. He hasn't unlocked the Byakugan yet, but we know he will. So that's really lit. So the attack using the clones that he did with Kakashi, that he almost got the bell with the first time, or the second time actually, that was really dope. I wasn't expecting to see that, and you can see like the influence of the Hyuga clan in that attack, you know what I'm saying, using the air palms to propel himself forward, you know what I'm saying, and then to come out of the ground too, like that was really lit. The sealing jutsu that the whole school did, or whole class did, to Kakashi, definitely was pretty cool. You can see everybody was determined. You got to see like different people that we haven't really seen before, like I don't know if it's Kiba's daughter or what, but the little cat girl with the B scroll, and like she turned into a cat, and I think she could turn into something else too, or have like the tendencies or gain the powers of being like a wild animal type thing. So that's pretty cool. And then we get to see Mello do a Leaf Hurricane, which is really cool. We still don't know who his mom is, but you know, everybody's like really like developing right now, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got their, you know, their headbands at the end. You know what I'm saying? Which is was really dope. And you know, they got new style, so it's like you don't tie them in the back. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a regular headband now. And one thing I did notice was I guess they would probably request like what kind of headband they wanted. You know what I'm saying? Cause you know, like Sarada's, hers is automatically red. Everybody else is black. You know what I'm saying? That was kind of cool. And then like it was all in the positions that they wanted, even though all of them was supposed to have it wrapped around their heads, like their lives or whatever. And yeah, man, it was like really cool ending. Like all right, we really about to get somewhere now. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was happy with. And the Kakashi fight was really dope. Konohamaru too, because he did the whole little body switch joint, like the different jutsus to put him in a genjutsu, which is really dope. Saw Sarada turn up a little bit. I thought she would have had like a better fight in the beginning, but she got kicked one time and then she was done for it. You know what I'm saying? So, and then Mitsuki, you know, Mitsuki is going to be so freaking lit because he took out what's his name? Shino. He took out Shino. He took out Shino by himself using Sage Mode. You know what I'm saying? And Shino's talking about I couldn't go at my full strength because, you know, I didn't want to kill my own student. You know what I'm saying? But he got body anyway. You know what I'm saying? And that was lit. We didn't get to see how he got body, but we got a glimpse of what Sage Mode is going to really look like. You read the manga, I think I've seen like glimpses of what it could look like. You know what I'm saying? But it's really going to be lit. And yeah, man, overall it's been a really good couple episodes for Boruto. Don't know how they're going to top that. Hopefully it's not a whole bunch of filler after this and we get going with, you know, them going on missions and Konohamaru teaching them and all that stuff. So, and just like one thing I like about Boruto and Naruto, they so disrespectful to like people like elders, you know what I'm saying, like people above them in age, you know what I'm saying. They call Kakashi old man Kakashi, you know what I'm saying. Then not respecting Konohamaru. It's really lit though. It's really, I think that's it for Boruto. If y'all got anything else, like, make sure y'all leave it in the comments down below. We can talk about it, rap about it, you know what I'm saying. If not, in the comments, hit me on Twitter, you know what I'm saying, as always. Alright, so in Dragon Ball Super, the last few episodes kind of iffy. They were lit, but they weren't. Like, the last episode was lit, but it wasn't, just because of the nature of the enemies they was fighting. My man's Piccolo went out sweet, because he's got overconfident, which doesn't fit his character normally. You know what I'm saying? He usually thinks out everything, but like he was just so overconfident that because he beat the first guy that was invisible, now he beat the bug, like he just knew where the bug person was at. I feel like what was weird for Piccolo was that he didn't hear, you know what I'm saying, even though he could sense where he was at, he didn't hear like or see. His senses should be heightened more than anybody else. Anybody other than like maybe the androids or something like that. I feel like he should have definitely been able to sense or see that or hear that it was a bug, you know what I'm saying, that he was fighting against. And he just was overconfident, so on the edge, you know what I'm saying, and then he just got bodied. And but it was like, at the same time, I understand why he had to go out, because it's getting down to the nitty gritty where there's only 3 teams left, you know. So they have to start cutting down people in Universe 7, because we all know Goku and Vegeta at least are going to be like going up against Jiren and Universe 11. Don't know how, like, and with Frieza, like they got so many people left. They gotta cut down Universe 7 to keep it even though they usually wouldn't cut in on each other's fights anyway. But I just think that, like, you know, Piccolo really let me down, man. I thought Piccolo and Gohan would have went out at the same time, to be honest. I definitely knew Piccolo was next to go out. I just didn't know how it was gonna happen. But just the way it happened was just like, dang, that's not even like Piccolo for real, like, you know what I'm saying. But he did have a good fight against the Namekians, which was dope. This episode, Gohan was taking on all the robots. They combined into a transformer, and somehow they just got so much more powerful. But in the end, you know, the Saiyans prevailed. You know what I'm saying? We got to see all 3 Saiyans work together and fight the enemy. It was funny because like they really have Universe 7 is like their competition. I don't think any of them thought they was really gonna be able to beat Jiren, but at least they probably thought that like, all right, we can at least beat Toppo and Dispin, or Dispin, yeah, because Jiren is just like they don't even want to touch him. But they know that Universe 7 has been fighting a lot. They've been fighting everybody, and they just want to tire him out. Android 17 and 18, they had a really good fight against one of the supposed to be like one of the most offensive robots that was on that squad, and they just showed like they don't run out of energy still, and they bodied him, cracked his shell, you know what I'm saying, and then kicked them off the stage, you know what I'm saying, as they should. They already down one person, so then they really had to. And like I was wondering, I'm like, well, why is the scientist here? You know what I'm saying? They're all supposed to be warriors. He called himself a warrior, and I guess we're gonna find that out in the next episode. And I don't know, like, if the big robot, the combined robot, all three of those robots, actually like fell off, because there was like a shadow of them within, you know, the smoke and stuff like that behind the scientists or whatever. So I don't know if like it's gonna come back and then they're gonna combine with him. I'm guessing that's what's gonna happen, just based off of like how shows really be going. It's dealing with science now, you know what I'm saying? They all numbers. This universe is all about numbers. They're freaking God Destruction is a robot too, so I can definitely see, you know what I'm saying, this becoming something dope for sure. But we're just gonna have to wait till the next episode. And they said it's only 10 minutes left, so I don't know what's about to happen in the next 10 minutes, but they gotta hurry up because time is definitely running out. And I don't remember if it was they said that if time runs out, whoever has the most contestants win, or they're just gonna have to battle it out, or if there's not one left, did everybody get a race or something like that? I don't know. I still think the angels are evil, at least some of them. I think the priest is evil too, just because he has to take care of Zeno and the other Zeno too. And I don't know. I think it's out to be lit though. So if you got anything to talk about with Dragon Ball Super, definitely let me know in the comments or hit me on Twitter. All my social media is down below, as y'all see. And yeah, I think that's it for this episode of the Anime Purist podcast. Let me know what y'all think. Recommend me shows, definitely. And I'm definitely gonna do an episode where I list like my top 10 or top 5 anime shows. And I'll tell you why, and all of them too, for sure. And yeah, I hope y'all like this new format that we got going for this. Definitely thinking about starting to add like actual clips from the shows. I don't know how that really is gonna work. I don't want to get copyrighted or anything, get in trouble with that. So just maybe pictures from now on. But definitely gonna be looking into it. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If y'all did, smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel for more content. Like I said before, I just dropped a mixtape. So definitely go check that out if you haven't already. And it's been your boy G.